What's up guys, welcome back to Man Reacts, and in this video you'll be seeing this guy. You may have probably seen him before in some videos, David Pakman, getting destroyed by a transgender person, and he was left speechless throughout the video. And that's not it guys, the host of the Piers Morgan Uncensored, Piers Morgan himself, destroyed this smug leftist who actually on the same show said in confidence that he is right about a specific UN report. And then Piers Morgan found out that he wasn't, and then told him that, you know what, you're wrong, so would you apologize now? And it's just funny to watch getting him destroyed. So let's start the video without wasting any time from now.
I actually want to bring in an extra guest, the former Democratic congressional candidate Brianna Wu, who is also a trans woman. Brianna, welcome to Uncensored. Yeah. I can't think of anyone better qualified, given you're the only trans member of the panel now, to respond to what our two liberal friends are saying.
I'll be trans if you'll give me a chance to talk.
You've had so many shows.
There's something
on
actually
trans
there.
people,
There's something there, Dave.
It's always some gay person that's talking on our behalf. So I'm really excited today to talk about how everyone here is wrong. David, I love your show. I consider you a friend.
I can't be wrong.
You and the Democrats are completely wrong about what trans people need. We don't need you advocating for, trans vaginoplasties in prison. We need to retreat back to the basics of what we need, which is HRT and healthcare. And the problem is the Democrats have been captured by this fringe left that has redefined what trans means to all this non-binary nonsense and all this stuff that has nothing to do with how we got our rights in the first place. Ben, you can appreciate this. I was the first trans person to ever transition at Ole Miss, our alma mater. That was very different. It was 20 years ago, toddy. And the thing is, the way I got equality and got people to respect me in Mississippi was not by screaming at them or lecturing them about my pronouns. It was getting them to see my humanity. This is something trans people have just completely lost. And the problem is the Democratic Party is unwilling to call out these bad actors. And because of this, we are having a conversation that does not serve trans people. Piers, I am begging you, on this show, stop inviting the stupidest leftists on to make the argument for trans civil rights. Let some people actually understand this stuff. And Dave is laughing because you understand integration as a gay man. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've done the same playbook your whole career.
Well,
this works. This is
first
how you
off,
got
I'm only gay. I'm only gay starting at 10 p.m. What time is it? We'll have to check on that. But actually, you're completely right. Brianna, you're completely right. What's happening with the left is that these saviors, these progressive warriors that you see in these boxes here, think that they know more about these people than they know about themselves.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And by the way, this has nothing to do with a well-funded evil money machine that the Republicans were doing. There's something called boys and girls. And
Ruben's
they are
the right
different.
guy to talk about that, isn't he?
Most parents, oh God, you're such a smug prick. Listen, most parents actually want to defend their daughters and don't want them to have the crap kicked out of them by boys, and they don't want them to be playing boys in soccer or any of these other things. That is a defense of girls. If someone, as an adult, 18, 21, we can discuss the age, wants to dress how they want, have any surgeries, take whatever drugs, do whatever they want with their body, most people, even Republicans, don't object to that. And I have no problem referring to Brianna as she, because I can clearly sense she would treat me with respect and I'll treat her with respect. And it's a two-way street rather than pandering and bowing to a bunch of people that could not give a crap about anybody else.
Well, as you can see, not only a transgender person destroyed him, but also explained him why he don't have any right to advocate for transgender people. I mean, he always talks about transgender people as if he is one, or it's like they are the only one, like he panders to. So that's why the transgender speaking about this specific topic is so important, and it's so good to see him getting just bashed by a transgender person. That's the ironic thing about it. Like, a transgender person comes out and is like, dude, you're wrong. You don't advocate for our right. But that's not the only time he got destroyed on this same show. He also got destroyed by the host of this show, Piers Morgan himself. And see what he actually has to say when the show started, and then I'll show you the reaction that he had after he got destroyed by both of them.
David Pakman, I want to start with you. You were very clear to me when we spoke before the election that this whole issue of transgenders in sport and so on was completely irrelevant and nobody cared. Let me remind you.
You're saying Kamala Harris and Biden have come out in support of this.
They do. They support policies which actively protect. They support policies that protect transgender athletes performing in women's sport. And I think that is madness. You're saying, well, because most of these things in this UN report were outside of America, it doesn't matter. It does matter.
What I'm saying, it's a completely contrived issue that almost no one cares about in every single opinion poll.
Wow. Well, the problem is, David, you couldn't have possibly been any more wrong, because the New York Times, the liberal Bible, did a whole piece about the ad that Trump ran, which is the Kamala's for they, them, Donald Trump's for you. They said it was one of the most effective 30-second spots in political history and may have shifted the race, according to her own side, by 2.7 percentage points in Trump's favour after people watched it. Let's take a look at the ad before I come to you.
For prisoners.
For prisoners, every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
Hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
Kamala supports transgender sex changes in jail with our money.
Kamala even supports letting biological men compete against our girls in their sports. Kamala is for they, them. President Trump is for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
So, look, on reflection, David, do you want to admit you were completely and hopelessly wrong about this?
No, in fact, in the aftermath, we figured out how dishonest you were, Piers, during that. And hopefully we can get a little bit of an opportunity. So let me lay it out.
Of course.
First of all, I went back and looked at the UN report in more detail. The UN report said nothing of the sort that you said. What you were referring to dishonestly was one footnote from an anti-trans organization making completely unsubstantiated claims. So I will wait for the apology from you. The UN report doesn't say that, but that wasn't the crux of your question.
A few moments later.
Yeah, and David, hang on. Let me bring in David Pakman again, because you were very quick when I asked how you felt about being so wrong about this, to accuse me of being misleading, disinformation, misconstruing a United Nations report. So because we're a very nimble team here, while you were talking, they just went and double-checked, because I was curious what you were talking about. And we found, we found the United Nations report. And it's not a footnote, as you said, it's page 5 of the report. It says, and I quote, "The United Nations says nearly 900 biological females have fallen short of the podium because they were beaten out by trans athletes. The findings were compiled by the UN's Rapporteur on Violence Against Women, entitled Violence Against Women and Girls in Sport. The report said more than 600 athletes didn't medal in more than 400 competitions in 29 different sports, totaling over 890 medals. The replacement of the female sports category with a mixed sex category has resulted in an increasing number of female athletes losing opportunities, including medals, when competing against males," the report said. So, David, again, would you like to now apologise for being not only wrong about this being an election issue, but being wrong about your correction when I asked you if you were sorry for being wrong?
Look at the underlying source, Piers. I have it printed out in the other room.
It wasn't a footnote.
Look at the underlying source.
It's page 5.
Now, I do want to say...
Well, that's not the only time that leftists get destroyed by facts. But the thing is that I think these people will still spread misinformation, disinformation, and they will keep spreading the fake news, because I don't think it really matters to them what facts are and how the truth works. What matters to them is how much money they earn and how much they could, make their people believe in fake news, so they keep voting against Republicans. That's what I really think they believe. They don't really care about the truth. They just care about spreading disinformation because they're getting money from different sources. And the fact that a lot of big Democrats are leaving Democratic Party, usually when something a country is invaded, what do? You fight till your death, and you want your country to get back, and you would fight till death to get it back, or you die. But what most of these Democratic people are doing, they have gone too far. They are saying those things, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, and all these big, people who used to be Democrats are now becoming Republican, and they are saying, well, Democrats have gone too far, that they cannot be saved anymore. They cannot be, they cannot come back to the real self now. And what you usually see is that the liberals that you would call in 1980s is what the Republicans are now. So like they both have like shifted a little bit. I really like the people who call for unity. So that's why, you know what, this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel and turn on the bell notification for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care everyone, and bye bye.
Bro.